And we're live on a Friday then. Saturday, Sunday, holy moly. This is probably like one of the earliest videos. I used to do earlier videos like this in my car, but not on camera like this. It's been an early morning. What's up everyone? I am the High Priestess Phoenix. Card just fell out. I'm gonna leave it at that. I am your spiritual healer and teacher and shaman and seer and oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist. I am your North American Sybil, your messenger of God, your spiritual psychoanalyst. I am the Lilith reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you had to see what I posted on my community page, my latest last live video, and my shorts. Why are we out here so early? Well, my daughter's in the shower and she ain't got shit to do. My son doesn't typically wake up and even start getting ready until 7:30. We're just wide fucking awake. Hear your song, Marshall. Really? Yeah. I mean, mine was my chakras. I woke up at like 4:35 and jumped in the bath because my chakras are killing me. What is that? An explosion of light? That's all that means. And what it does is push darkness to the fucking surface on a Friday. So I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. I'm serious, it hurts. Like, wheel me around like Stephen Hawking. So I got spinal issues right now. Yeah, it's mainly in my chest. It's the heart chakra, literally exploding from the back to the front. What does that mean? I don't know. My heart opening, or the heart of, the mass heart is opening. It's just, there's a bunch of shit going on in my fucking body. I saw the Eight of Wands. They call those the arrows of love. As we were talking about heart stuff. What else did I post? Oh, I watched Russ's video this morning. Holy shit. Dude, I say this every time he releases his song. What a horrendous piece of shit that was. Jesus Christ. Anything worse is watching him fucking on a camera trying to pretend to sing this crap. It's like, do you ever watch... I don't want to start my morning talking crap about you, but it wouldn't be a Friday if I didn't. You're losing it, bro. I'm sure there's somebody that's like, that's what he gets for fucking with you, but I feel sorry for you. You're losing the only thing you had, which was your little bit of talent. And not that I thought you were too talented, but the little bit you had, you're losing. You suffocate your spirit by your ego, right? And so the spirit is all creative. The ego is just forceful. So you're little by little, you're killing it, bro. You're killing your own vibe. Trying to fucking, you know what I mean? All in your mind. That was a horrendous piece of shit. And that's what I said to you. I was like, you're a pussy-whipped entertainer. All you do is make songs about this bitch. And they're terrible. About how much she costs. And, you know what I mean? What you guys do physically. You have yet to say anything good about this chick. This is how many songs now, Russ? Granted, my first album had about 6 songs to Bobby. But they were all very different. They all had different, you know what I mean? Different levels of what I was dealing with. What the fuck are you dealing with? I don't know. I feel sorry for you. That's those moments when Allie drops a song, I'm like, oh God, Allie, what the fuck is this? You're losing it. How do you lose your creativity? Because you lose your soul. That's why I'm filled with so much creativity and it just keeps coming. Because it comes from the soul, it comes from the heart, not from the mind. You think you're so fucking clever that this sounds good. So you say this sentence, and people on the other side that heard this shit come out of your mouth are like, what the fuck was that? It could be a basic sentence, but it's, it's you trying to be funny. I said that to Bobby. I was like, you're not funny, bro. You think this is funny because you thought it. In your head, it sounded funny. In your heart, no. Did you hear the laughs of anyone else? No, it was literally sarcastic, dry humor that you thought. I love those people that say shit and they're like, no, I was joking. That's not a joke. A joke is joyful. There's nothing joyful about what the fuck you're talking about. And if the song's about how bad you want your girlfriend, you can tell you don't want her that bad. That's not a song that some guy would sing to his girl. So who's gonna buy this shit? A bunch of girls that don't have a guy, that are dreaming about some guy singing it? But realistically, would you want some guy to say those words to your face? I'd rather have Allie sing to me. Where are we at currently? God damn it. Come on, God. Hey, out there, the sun's already out. You're not gonna see it. It was coming up as I was coming out. I saw Saturn, Jupiter, and fucking Venus up there, bro. Really? Yeah. It's crazy. What's the Six of Cups? Nostalgia, the past. Every time a fucking tarot reader sees this card that says somebody from the past is coming, I mean, in essence, how can somebody from the future be coming? Fucking stupid ass card. I really think it is. When I first started my awakening, I have a video of it. I go into my dispensary, and the girl is over there playing with tarot cards. I was like, oh, I never seen that. Pull a card. What card does she pull? This one. Someone from your past. She was sitting there with a guidebook, just learning it at work. I was like, yeah, thanks for passing on the power. It's going to be a hard pass for me. Hard pass. Six of Cups is living in the past, bro. Living in a dream. It's a, I don't know, fucking nightmare. How can we be here? Didn't I just spend so... Oh, God. God help us all. We spend every day... I spend every day getting rid of the past. So when I see some shit like this, it must be a friend. Oh, fucking past. Always coming back to haunt us. I have no choice. Hey, I went to the Emperor. Ooh, lovely. Six of fucking Cups. Sorry. Oh, God. Upright meaning. Perhaps because of pain and insecurity in the past, you are remembering the past as being happy and beautiful. Enjoy the memories, but recognize that what has gone cannot return. Instead of wallowing in nostalgia, use the knowledge you have gained from the past to accomplish your ambitions in the present. Can't go backwards, dipshit. You're welcome to repeat that over and over with different people. But the whole point of it is, you know... Oh, God, I want to smack my head in the freaking... with this fucking book. You have no future, so that's why you're looking to the past. I hate to be ugly. You're not thinking about the bright things of the future. You're thinking about the things you lost in the past. You may need to capture the joy, spontaneity, and enthusiasm you had then in order to enjoy what you have now. This card indicates that you could be visiting old haunts, or that an old friend or lover comes back into your life. Okay. I don't like this because of just the statement of it, but they're all old. That's what the cards have been saying forever. And, you know, the past cannot be recaptured, but a new and different relationship is possible. And that's where you have to look at it. Are they coming back with that same old fucking energy on some retrograde? Let's be what we used to be. That's old, bro. I don't want to... Obviously, what we used to be wasn't enough. That's why we're not that no more. If they're not offering to be something new and right away acting new, it's old. Let it go, bro. Unless you want to try again, just to see that it won't work again. I don't know what to say. An old friend or lover comes back into your life. They always try, don't they, though? Why? Because they've seen the error in their ways. I just posted that, too. I was like, I forgot I posted that. I'm not looking for love. Love is looking for me. I'm not looking for happiness. I'm happy. So, you know, all things happy are looking for something like me. Like attracts like. I'm not looking for this. I'm not. And as it says, it's like, you're not going to see this coming. No, because I wasn't even looking in your fucking direction, bro. Last thing I expected was you. Why? Because of how it ended. I thought it ended. I thought that's what happened. It ended. I got this old Phil. I spoke of him yesterday, and I was listening to this video. I got this Phil. My brother's going to get released out of jail. Come looking for me. Nah, bro. You keep that energy over there. I have spent my whole life fucking protecting you and guiding you and inspiring you to be a good person, bro. Don't you dare come at me and want what I always gave. I'm not giving to you. You find that shit. You should have found that shit on your own, sitting by yourself for 3 years in a jail cell. I'm not your way to happiness, bro. You're not stealing mine. And that's what it is. Some guy probably out there is like, she could make me happy. Bitch, could you make me happy? What, you think your very presence is an absolute fucking present to me? Presently, in your current situation, you are very unhealed. I know you think you're not, and that, you know, you're not, and everything's good, but you are. You're worried about my triggers, but you can't even acknowledge your own. At least mine are identifiable, and I catch them. You just walk around in a patterned, unhealed mindset. In essence, I'm pushing away I'm not even pushing. I am literally severing any ties with shit like that, bro. Don't come back to me unhealed. You've been watching me for a long time. Any of you from the past. Don't bring that old energy to my new life, or you're just gonna not be able to. And in essence, I don't really never worry about this type shit. Why? Because God rules over everything. So no matter how bad your little imaginations and fantasies about, you know, being in my life are, He won't give you the motherfucking willpower. And even if you turned off all your feelings and just tried to go at a straight, you know what I mean, psychosis of your mind, delusion, grand delusion of your mind that, you know, I'm going to have this girl, he'll crash your car on the way. You can't force your energy into my world. And it doesn't align. And therefore, you'll want it as bad as you want it, but you can't do it. There's a force that's bigger than you that will not allow your negativity to approach my positivity. If you're not bringing me happiness, they won't allow it. Nothing in this world is allowed to interfere in my healing journey. If you don't have a purpose of helping me heal and bringing me happiness, then you have no purpose in my motherfucking life. That's the truth, bro. If you're not here to make me better, then you're not here for nothing. I don't need company. I don't need fans. I don't need none of that. God says I need a man. Okay, when you find the right one there, God. When you find him, because as I said in my post, it's like, I no longer choose for obvious reasons. Everyone I choose is a whole fucking shit show. Whole shit show. Whole shit show. I'm attracted to shit. The whole show. Show me the shit. Alright, so watch out for that. Watch out for fucking people trying to wiener their way back into your life. Taking your kindness as a weakness and the fact that, you know, you might miss a face or something. Bitch. Anyways, you refuse to let go of the past. You're trying to cling to old customs and habits when they no longer have any meaning or benefit. It may be that the memory of your past glories and success is preventing you from achieving anything in the present, for fear it won't match up. If it was so good, then how come you don't have it? How come it didn't last? Then how is you have a fear that it won't be as good as that? That ended. It's very frustrating. It's like I'm just dealing with, you know, I want to eat pizza every week. You want to try something new? No. I just want to eat pizza. You find the thing you like and you just want to overindulge in it. Just keep shoving it, you know, just every day, all day. This is what I'm going to do. This is my flavor. Alright. Flavor Flav. I don't know. Or it could be that you're unhappy or an abusive childhood still disturbs you. That could be me. You may still be obsessed by your mother or father. That could be Russ. Your past has shaped you, but it's gone, and it's up to you how you want to shape your life in the present and in the future. You can continue to live up to everybody's expectations on your life. You know what I mean? Be a law-abiding citizen. Be, you know, a picture-perfect, whatever the fuck that is. It's up to you. If you want to, you know, and that's what it means is the old me used to live this way. The new me doesn't give a shit. Okay, that's what I was watching. Rowan, I used to watch her a lot. You know, we go in and out. I go in and out of her energy. She posted a video last night and it was talking about, I didn't watch the full part of it. I never watch all of that shit. I get tired of listening to you talk. Posted this video about, like, they're astonished by your ability to heal and transform. How I'm always breaking down my structures. It's the whole point. I can be in this mindset for today, but then realize real quick that that's a weak mindset and I need to adjust this. I'm constantly fine-tuning myself. I don't get comfortable. I don't get comfortable because the only thing constant in my life is change. Things need to change. If we want to keep making it better, we gotta keep making changes. Otherwise, you stay where you are. How you are emotionally is how you are, you know what I mean? Internally is going to be your external. If you're not constantly working on a better internal life, then your external life isn't getting any better. But no, what you guys are trying to do is constantly work on your external life and think that it's going to make your internal, make you feel better. How's that working out for you, lunatics? That's the mass conscious. Everybody believes the same thing. If I do these things, they'll bring me joy. What things? What brings you joy? All that hard work does what? Works your body, works your mind, works your emotions, puts all the kinds of strain on your family. What else? So money is the key. Money's the answer to all your dreams and happiness. Shut the fuck up. That was last night's video. You better go talk to Moloch with that. Your fucking god, the demon of the pocket. Oh, God. I liked that time a couple years ago where there was a glitch in the system and people couldn't enter their bank accounts. I really enjoyed that. I can't wait for that to happen in the future when they shut all this down and you guys are running around with no fucking money in your banks and you'll start doing desperate shit. You start doing some strange for the change. I can't wait for those days. You believe that little bank account and those numbers on there is your future. It's nothing. As I told Russ last night, it doesn't buy you character. It's not going to buy you into heaven. It's not going to protect your children. Those are the type of things that are actually putting you at risk. Because whenever all the money's gone, we're going to the people that had it, right? Rob the rich to give to the poor. In the essence, poor people aren't going to poor neighborhoods to fucking rob houses and cars. They know where the money's at. Show me the money. You guys you're a hit list waiting to be hit. You think it gives you protection? Nope. It doesn't. Just the opposite. It puts you in serious danger. Realistically. I don't care. You and your money problems. The past has shaped you, but it's gone. And it's up to you to how you want to shape your life in the present and in the future. I don't know, bro. I look at some of you, I'm like, you're just going to do this till you die? Like, you're okay being unhappy. This is it. You married men unhappy and shit. You workers, unhappy workers. You just, people just go to work, they come home, they drink, they sit at home, they stay alone. They just choose to be unhappy. And they tell everyone, no, it's okay. Okay then, don't be fucking jealous when other people are happy, when you don't want to be happy. You sit around fucking looking at old posts and shit, checking out your old girlfriends, looking at the past. You have no future. Why? Because you took no action to make a future. Realistically. Oh, that's a shit-ass current energy. It's the spiritual work at hand. Yeah, let the shit die, bro. Jesus Christ almighty. Hey, dude. I did it for full intention, and I said it. I did this because, first off, it was my next step, but secondly, this was going to end this. No matter what, it was going to end it. I knew if I got that close with you, it was going to end it, because every time I get that close, they're gone. I did that fully and intentionally. I said it, and I said it to his face. This is either going to end this or take it to the next level. But I have every intention to end this, because what's the next level? More trouble with you? No. That's what I said. Is this all it takes? This is all it's going to take, isn't it? And that's what it is. What is it going to take to get these people out of your life? Just quiet. That's where it was. I know this is all you want. Fine. Let's do this. And then you will never approach me again on some shit like this. And that's really what it is. Give them the money. Give them whatever they want so they'll never come back. It's a small price to pay for peace. Small price. But in essence, you know what I mean? And I was like, this was equal give and take. I didn't walk in here an idiot, bro. I walked in to close things, to start a new life and close an old life, to end contracts, to fucking, you know what I mean? I knew exactly what I was doing. And that's why I didn't have any any thoughts about it, because there's too many reasons to do this. I need to do this for myself, not for you. That's what you guys don't get. 95% of what we do is for ourselves. Are you doing it for your own growth or what? Are you doing it for power? Are you doing it for pride? Are you doing it for possession? I did it for love for myself. And basically to stop holding on to this. That's how I feel about it. Why can't I find the death card? Hangman. Death. Death signals an end, an absolute transition from one state to another with no possibility of return. Yeah. How are you going to come back from that? That's what it is. You guys believe time heals it, but the more time that goes by, the more you dig your grave. And I sit there watching it, watching time put fucking dirt on your face. We experience many deaths in our lives as various stages and experiences, and to make way for new phases and experiences, up until the ultimate transformation of death and rebirth. Death initiates change. Today's 10-10. It's the ending. 10 means completion. It's over. In tarot, death represents a sudden and unexpected change in which one phase of your life is coming to an end so a new one can begin. I had to go there to get here, bro. I won't say that you were standing in my way, but you were the way to my future. I'm not dumb. I just had to align with this and surrender and not let my mind get in the way of it. Didn't guarantee a future with you. I've learned this too long. Kobe told me in a very hurtful way. Very hurtful way. Doesn't matter. Like, my future husband didn't care who I had to sleep with in order to be ready to sleep with him. He doesn't care. As any death, there will be a period of mourning and sadness, but if you resist or try to deny this inevitable change, it will be distressing and protracted. That's where you sit there in your mind, oh, it's not over, no, they're gonna call, or this will be okay, and blah, 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 blah. That's delusions, bro. Your heart's trying to tell you, but you don't want to listen to it. Listen to your heart. Within the pagan tradition, initiation is very real death and rebirth process that fundamentally alters a person. The old self dies so that the new self may be reborn. And that's it. I shed a huge skin. Who are you? Nothing. You're just wearing your skin proudly. It can be very painful as the old self is stripped away and the birthing pains of the new self are felt. This tarot reader I never seen before popped up last night, and I shared her video. She's like, you're the magic and da-da-da-da, and she's like, they're going through an awakening, a very uncomfortable awakening because of you. It's not because of me. I didn't do it. God woke your ass up. I'm just here to guide you through what you're feeling and witnessing, which is what? Ego deaths? You don't see things the same way? That's what this says. Well, lucky for you. And you just wish you could see it the old way? Why? Because it was so convenient for you to walk around unhappy? You're looking for convenience, not happiness. And that's what it is. You could spend your whole life after awakening trying to go back to your old life like fucking Kanye. Or you can just accept this dude and just start taking it off. And that was the Browen's video. It's like they don't understand how you can go through towers and start pulling out the rubble. Bro, I'm not waiting for this thing to fall. I'm going to blow this bitch up. I can see it's rock steady. I can see this shit is going to fall, bro. I can see this isn't standing tall. What that means is I can see you're going to fall. You're weak. And anything can push you. I can huff and puff and blow your stuff to the ground. You have no resilience. You have no tenacity. You don't have the mindset that I can stick this out. I can make it through this. I can face this. And it's simplistic things as your thoughts and your feelings. You don't have what it takes to, if I say something, you can't deal with that thought. And you can't express that feeling. You falter. And that's where darkness flees in the face of light. Your lies take you running into the darkness because you can't face the truth. And it's simplistic conversations, bro. It's like you'll sit there and fucking turn into a whole child and falter right in front of me because you can't handle real life. You guys think that because you have a job and you pay some bills and you own a couple things that you're adults. You don't have the capacity to have adult conversations and emotional maturity to continue these conversations without running away or starting a fight, which is the definitions of fight or flight. You can't be strong next to weak people, bro. You can't carry weak people all the time. If somebody came, you know what I mean? It's like, do I always have to be the person to roll down the window and stand up for us? Because you don't stand up for you anytime? And that's what it is. I watch your character, bro. You don't stand up to yourself to even the weakest people. How are you going to stand next to me when I become famous and they're trying to challenge my authority? You just going to be weak? Just, oh, she got it. That's what I mean. Because I wouldn't let you stand there weak. I'm going to stand up for you. But you don't stand up for yourself. Get up. Stand up. Stand up. That's why it's better to stand alone than to carry someone else. It's like, I'm responsible for your dead weight. Your dead weight if you ain't carrying your own weight next to me. If you can't stand next to me, then I'm carrying you. Because you ain't leading me. Can I get an amen? Amen! Hallelujah! Can you feel the Holy Spirit? I mean, seriously. And that's where you just gotta look at these people. Bitch, I am never going to the moon with you. I am never going to the moon with you. I am never going to make it big with you, bro. You are holding me down from a life full of happiness and joy, adventure, excitement, zest. All your bitch ass want to do is sit here and be a bitch ass. You don't want anything to change. You don't want to take any risk. You don't want to spend no money. You don't want to do nothing. You just want things to be chill. And you want to hold on real tight to your little regular program schedule. Bitch, I'm out of here. This is boring. I know where to find you when I'm done. You ain't going nowhere. I know exactly where you'll be when I'm done. The question is, will I ever be done? No, you're done. Not me. The old self has to die so the new one can be born. It can be painful, blah, blah, blah. The death reverse shows that you're resisting change. In consequence, your life is stagnating, leaving you miserable, tired, and depressed. How many of you have to wake up every morning hating your job? I gotta go to work today. You have to literally tell yourself to get up. Your body doesn't want to do it. You have no ambition to do this shit whatsoever. Your mind's just pushing you through life, dragging you through life. Lovely. Have a wonderful Friday. I wish you well. Enjoy your lunch. Instead, you cling to bad relationships. Yep. Just monotone. Just lame. You know, the best breakup I saw was Sleepless in Seattle. They just honestly admitted they weren't in love. It's like, damn, we're great together. We are. But we're not in love. And that's okay. We could be friends, but we're not in love, bro. Like, I don't want to rip your clothes off and just do crazy things to you. I enjoy your company and someone to curl up to next at night. I don't mind sitting and having a meal with you, but I don't fantasize about doing all kinds of great things to you all day. That's love. It's passion. It's excitement. It's zest. It's just, I just want to throw this plate of food and just tear you apart. That's love. That's what I want. Put down the spaghetti. And the meatballs. Negative patterns of behavior and old beliefs that no longer serve you. Oh, wait, what? You cling to bad relationships, emotional baggage, past hurts. Yeah, let's feel bad about ourselves, Allie. Let's feel bad about what they did to us for the rest of our lives. Oh, they left me. They don't want me. They won't call me. They don't have nothing to do with me. Why can't you just accept they want nothing to do with you and move on? Yeah, it's painful. Oh, you don't like me. You don't like anybody. You're incapable of making intimate relationships with anybody. It wasn't just me. Go on, get out of my face. That's why I look at these ex-husbands. You were never going to ever make a real connection. I was the closest thing to a connection you ever had. 40-year-old fucking losers. These guys, absolute losers. I was the best thing that came in your life. You tried to act like there was something better than me. Keep looking. You will search the 7 seas for something better than me. There was nothing better. You're going to just find the same old same hoes. Why? Because they're all made the same. I'm a Lilith. They're an Eve. They're here to just do as man says. Yeah, I need a man that does what I say. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, something like that. Anyways, old beliefs that no... Yeah, good. That's exactly what this is. What's the outcome of this? Oh, God, you're just going to end up fucked up in your head. I feel so sorry for myself. Go ahead. Feel sorry for yourself. Nobody else does. Just feel terrible for yourself. Just play victim to it. That's what I said in the post. Don't act like I fucking replaced you. I was all in. I was all in. Ready to fucking give you the world. What happened? God replaced you. Why? Because you couldn't step up. Where was you when God brought another dude in? Oh. Was I out searching for dick? No. Not at all. I was doing what? Praising God. And here they come. It's in the cards. I'm sorry for you. I told you, I have a happy union. It's waiting. Oh, I like that new video. He was like, I fell asleep on that guy. I was listening to him last night. He's like, I'm getting, what did he say? This person has a house, and they want you to populate it. I started laughing so hard. What? You want me to fill your house? Then he goes on to say, to fill your house with joy and stuff. And I was like, that's what it is. Think about Marshall's house. It must be a museum of very nice and expensive shit. It's just quiet. It's just him wandering through this house. Just a retired old man just wandering through with no nothing, no joy. I mean, yeah, you don't want to hear the kids breaking something in the room, but at least you know you're not alone. That's that cool thing about having a dog. It's not like it licks your face all day, but at least there's somebody there with you. And that's where you guys are. I need a pet. You and your pet cemetery, huh? But I was thinking about that. I was like, I think about a lot of my rapper friends, like Pitbull and, Daddy Yankee and all them. It's like they never got that. They didn't have that excitement. And there's always going to be music playing in our house, babe. Probably different genres in different rooms. I want you to walk in the room and catch a vibe. Not create one, but catch one. Be in that vibe. But that's what it was. It was talking about that. They want you to populate their house. It's like, I'm pretty popular. I can late this house. That's what it means. It's like wanting more. I want to experience. I want to not just sit here all by myself. All by myself. Do you get lonely, Marshall? Probably does. I mean, I guess he just stays busy. He doesn't hold on to God. So what do you hold on to all day? My dick. I guess. Takes two hands to handle that, huh? Hold on to the wheel. I love you. Good morning. Anyways, moving on. I don't know. Keep staying where you're staying and keep doing what you're doing, I guess. Keep on keeping on. I'm so the opposite of that. Here comes Lilith to tell me to destroy my life again. It'll work. I promise. Your life sucks. You're like, no, I have the best life ever. While you're over there fucking hating on mine. Sure you do. Sure you do. The Ten of Swords is not a good place to be. I just want to tell you that. Really? Yeah, it's the ending. Sort of. I mean, yeah. These are not the best. Depends on how you look at it. Ten of Swords represents a sudden and unexpected disaster. The towers are going to fall. It's Friday then. What do we got? I don't know. They're going to turn the water off again. They turned it on yesterday. I was very grateful. That's why we got up and did all kinds of shit. I don't know what kind of towers. Whether this is, according to my cards, the tower that's coming for me is abundance. I'm not expecting it. It's going to change my life, and I'm going to have to make a change in my life. I have to make a change in my life for this happiness, and it's going to be very big. I have to make a very big sacrifice for this union. That's every fucking relationship. Why would I be less than? And that's what it says. It's like, this tower is going to bring happiness, but it's going to bring a tower. And that's really it is. It's like, oh, wow. And then if that's what it is, it's like, you're going to come move in with me? Oh, gosh. Yeah. Hold on. Let me pack my stuff. What? Where are we going? I can hear Marshall again. We're going where there's something, where the flowers grow. Every time I go to leave, some hoes pulling on my sleeve. Come on, dude. Come on, King of Swords. Well, I guess if we're in the Swords, we're going to hear you over there chiming to the thoughts. Alright, anyways, whether this is a physical or mental illness or related to a relationship, a betrayal, a failed project, or other misfortune, it crushes you. It seems as though all hope has been snatched away. You have hit rock bottom. Hey, have you ever considered that she's cheating on you too? That's what I said to Diana. I was like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. I mean, logically speaking, she spends way more time in that. She runs that house, and you're never around. It takes no fucking science at all to understand that she needs attention and affection from somewhere. She's not getting it from you. Have you considered that? I did. I didn't want to put that out there, but I mean, it's not. It's if you're doing it, they're probably doing it, and she's probably doing it a lot better. Why? Because she's got it down to a schedule. That's why she's got to know where you are. Oh, he's coming. I'm just saying. I don't think she's dumb. I think you guys are just plain dumb. Whatever it takes to keep this together. What is together right now? What are you holding together? Always and forever. I don't know, I'm just saying. If you're cheating, she's probably cheating. Because you're not getting the attention, you're giving it somewhere, so she's not getting it, and she's getting it somewhere. That's what happens when you guys don't have the time and energy to feed into your relationships, bro. And that's why I said, you're not going to do that to me. You know what I mean? If you can't give me the time and attention and the love and affection and passion that I need, then you're not the one for me. I'm not going to beg for it. And I'm not gonna be in a relationship with you getting it somewhere else. There's no reason to be in a relationship with you if I don't get what I want, which is, you know, my needs. If you can't do this for me, then you're not for me. Simplistic. You don't got time for me? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we should stop. I work too much. Okay, I'm sorry. We don't have time to build a relationship. You don't have time for me. I'm a person that feeds off of time. The more time you spend with me, the more loving it feels, the stronger our connection gets. So you don't have time to build a strong connection with a person like me. That's just it. Some bitches don't need shit. They just need your credit card and they'll be cool. That's not me. However, the worst has happened and the waiting and speculation are over. And this can bring a sense of relief. Death is a symbol of change and endings in the tarot. And in all endings are new beginnings. In all deaths, rebirth. It may not feel like it, but you have reached a turning point. This is the final ordeal. The darkest hour before the dawn. I like it. Do you see what this says? This is telling a whole story, bro. Something from the past is gonna have to die. Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die. Really? Yep. It's every Friday, though. Is this surprising to you? Like, are you surprised? I feel like a repetitive-ass bitch on this. Hey, you got 10 minutes, and you gotta get in the shower. Why are we different? Well, my daughter doesn't have school today, so typically I don't have to wake him up till 7:30 or drop him off until 8:30. So I just fuck around. In the morning, it's a little different because I gotta walk the dog, get her ready, have some time for myself, then drop her off, then come back, then get him out, and then come back, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Today, we just gotta get him out. Get out! Get out! That's about it. I let him take his phone yesterday. I know that's kind of embarrassing. How old are you? 13? Are you? So it's because he's very forgetful. So finally, after all these years, I was like, all right, we'll try it. But if you fucking lose your phone, I swear to God, I'm not buying another one. On God, I'm not buying you another one, dude. You've lost everything that you take to these schools. This is lots of training. You lose this, you're done. So I let him take his phone, and he sent me a text on the way home. I still have my phone. And I was like, that's good. So that was something new. This is an old way that I've treated you for a long time. Now I'm giving you more responsibility. You know what I mean? You're stepping it up. And that's what I told Millie. I was like, well, I was gonna have to let him do it someday. In the essence, all the other kids are running around with phones. Why don't you let your son have a phone? Because he fucking puts it down and forgets where the fuck he put it. That's why. I don't want him putting it down. So, anyways, that was, change. That's what I saw in that, is I changed something. That was just my rule. That's it. Give me your phone. And it's, in the essence, it's like you're not using it at school. What the fuck do you need your phone for? Alright, it might not feel like it. Ten of Swords reverse shows that the terrible burdens that have afflicted you are beginning to lift. This may be a slow process, and that's where we are. We're shedding our skin with the moon. But now that you have survived, the worst is behind you. And that's it. We just start taking all this off, you know what I mean? If you want it to be, it's like, I'm seeing paintball, right? You put on this suit and you go out there and get fucked up. And you just take it off. And what do you take with you? The experience. A little bit of pain, a little bit of joy. You leave the rest. It's like, damn, I got shot down. Someone please call 911. Tell them I got shot down, and the bullets in my heart. Something like that. Just take it off. Just take it off. You have to act to make this happen. However, what is it? But you survived, and the worst is behind you if you want it to be. You will have to act to make this happen. However, or relief will be temporary. You must want to help yourself, and this involves stop thinking of yourself as a victim. Victimhood, huh? Well, I mean, there's 3 goddesses off the top of my head. It's like you're still in Baba Yaga, which is facing your loss and feeling like a victim. You could be in Fate with Fortuna, feeling like a fucking victim. You could be in fucking Famanach, jealousy, and a child, feeling like a fucking victim. It's a victim's mentality, bro. You just feel like, how could this happen? That's taking no ownership over your actions, bro. I'm seeing Sophie. Sophie played all kinds of fucking poor me when her, relationship ended in domestic violence and a restraining order. I just feel like I gave it everything and I didn't get anything, and he just gets to go on being happy. That's such a selfish thing to say. That means you have no understanding of how this person might feel. All you can think about is your own feelings. What about everything he gave? And now he's left there trying to pick up his pieces and thinking the same thing. I gave you everything, and now you're gone, and you get to go happy, and I've got to pick up the pieces to my fucking life. It's very raunch. And as far as playing victim to loss, death is always my favorite one. The mourning of your loss. We all have lost somebody. But yet your loss gives you an excuse to lose it. I can't go on. They were my life. God should have been your life. And he should be making you feel better that he's brought them home. You should know that, you should celebrate the memories and the life that you guys had, but not sit there, like, I needed you to survive. I'll never be anything without you. Codependency. You came into this world without them. They brought you some great times, and now they're gone, and you need to keep going. I'm not being insensitive. I'm being real, bro. You guys really get caught up on some shit, bro. I was seeing Keanu Reeves. I'm going to leave on this note. Keanu Reeves had everything in the beginning, and it got completely ripped away from him. What happened? He had a fiance, I believe, that was pregnant, and all happiness, and I think something like a car accident or something. I don't remember all the details. That was it. His whole world ripped out from in front of him. He was, he had a career, he had a life, he had a wife, he had everything. I don't know if you noticed, but he just got married like within the last year or so. He had to continue to live all those years, finding, happiness. Not another person, and anybody would have been with him, but he needed to, find himself. And now he has, and God's brought him a partner for the end of his ride. But there's nothing to say that she won't die before him too. And he'll have to learn, to accept the beautiful times that they had and thank God for putting that person in their life and let them go. Where? Home. And for those of them that didn't die and these relationships are gone, say it to yourself. They had to go home. What does that mean? You're not their home. I can say that, thinking about someone like Bobby, but in essence, it's like, I'm not your home. You've got to find your home. And you're not my home. And that's what it is. We're trying to get home. And then you got people like Russ and Jonica. Are you guys home? This is it? This is your homeboy? I just want more. I want more than what you guys pretend to have. Because you don't even have what you're pretending. If you want to help yourself, stop thinking of yourself as a victim. It didn't work out because it wasn't supposed to. What did you learn? If you didn't learn, then you're going to end up trying to work something like this again. You're going to put yourself to work on this again. You learned not to want that thing. You should have. You should have. You should have. This job didn't work out. You should have learned to stop wanting it. It didn't work out because you didn't actually want it. This relationship didn't work out because you didn't want it. There was problems in this relationship. If it was perfect, it would have worked out. Not to say that there's not some details we got to work out, but we don't have to work to get along. We don't have to work to be happy. We don't have to work on these feelings. The feelings should come easily, and the only thing stopping these feelings are little snags along the way on our outside world trying to stop us from our happiness, which is just God playing with us. trying to make sure we stay happy no matter what's going on outside of us. But ultimately, no, we don't have to work on our relationship. We don't have to work on getting along. We might have to work at forgiveness. We might have to work at kindness. You know what I mean? We might be a little arrogant to the sense of, I usually don't forgive people for this type of shit. Okay, but will you forgive me? Okay. You know, stuff like that. Showing more kindness. I typically tend to, you know, tell people off when they do this type of shit. But I'm not going to tell you off because I love you. Well, thanks. But please don't do this again. Because I might tell you off next time. And that's really it is. It's like, you know, I have a response to this shit, but I'm going to be better for you. But I'm not going to break for you if you do this shit again, bro. Don't you dare do that shit again. I don't know, these are fucking bullshit. What was the other card? To be fair. Let's read this and go. What time is it? Christian! Go get in the shower. Go get in the shower. What number is that? 38. 38. 30. TikTok. TikTok, it don't stop. 41. Soulmates. Hey. In essence, I'm not hooking up with anything that isn't a soulmate. You have to align with my soul, not my flesh. You don't have to be my age or look like me or talk like me. You have to align with my soul. The outside doesn't matter, it's the inside, bro. That's what you don't get. You're trying to get someone that looks good on the outside. You need somebody that looks good on the inside. Alright, 143. Balance, justice, a need to consider options, mutual benefit, the law of cause and effect. Because this is how you affected me. Alright, that's what I heard. Original message, or oracle message. Life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nurturing. Yet, over time, they strike a balance. You may move from being from status to doing, from discovering to loving to letting go to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all these states. You will always oscillate back. These are big words for some reason. Oscillate back and forth between doing and being. Divine masculine, divine feminine. We do, and then we be. To be or not to be. If you are not connected with this, if you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause, there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. I am seeing what I posted last night. Every manifestor, everybody that talks about spirituality will tell you it all comes from your mind, but they won't tell you that your mind is polluting your manifestations. That every thought you're having is creating your next adventure, and you need to stop these thoughts, otherwise you're creating madness. Something simplistic like, I don't want to say this out loud, and that's the next thing. Once you create it with the words, it's done. It's sealed with a kiss, with breath. Somebody else could be out there like, I don't want to go to jail. They're just thinking it. Even though you're saying you don't want it, because you're thinking about it, you're giving it energy and you're giving it thought, it's telling the universe you do want it. Because you're giving it your thought. Meaning even just thinking about the fear of how to avoid it is giving it all kinds of thought. You're feeding an idea. Even if it's an idea you don't want, you're feeding it. I don't want this to happen. What'd you say you want? They're talking about something happening. They don't hear the details. They're not listening. They're kids. They don't hear the details. They didn't hear you say, I don't want. I heard them say they wanted something. What did you want? I don't want. What do you want? I don't want. Okay, I'll get it right now. Fucking kids. I said I didn't want this. That's the universe. And it doesn't have to come out of your mouth, bro. It's in your thoughts. You have to stop them. It's listening. It's almost dangerous. It's almost dangerous the way the universe is watching your thoughts like that. They're writing them down. You have to stop them, bro. Everything you're thinking, they're going to do to you. Really? In time. They have no reason. They don't know what. You create your own reality based on your wants and your desires. So in your mind, you're telling the universe what you want to experience. They don't have an experience for you until you tell them what you want. Unless they have, it's divinely orchestrated. You're going to go. And that's where all my experience is. I didn't plan this. I walked right into it. They planned this. It was part of the plan. And that's where it is all of this is planned out. It's like, fuck, I thought about this. Oh, fuck, why did I think that way? I saw this coming. Why? Because I was already thinking about it. Better stop that. Stop thinking. Really? I'm telling you. Those are those guys that are thinking, I don't want her to move on. You said you want her to move on? No, I don't want her. Move on. He's pushing move on energy. He's moving on in an energy. I heard move on. That's it. You can't control them. You can just put them out there. What they do with them is what they do with them. You will always oscillate, blah, blah, blah. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts perfectly. Yeah, relationship message. Can you find ways to achieve fairness right now? This is a time for listening as well as speaking. I'm listening. Are you saying anything? Crickets. I don't know. And that's what I did. I did a whole invocation. Allow the emotions to flow and the truth be told. If you can't let your emotions flow, you can't let your truth be told. And if you can't say shit, then there ain't shit to say. The conversation ends here. I'm not going to keep talking. I don't need to keep talking about this. If you're not going to talk, then it's the end of the conversation. I'll go talk to someone else about something like this. I have lots to talk about. I'm ready to make a connection and have hours and hours of conversation. Really? Yeah, what's your favorite color? Let's start there. What do you like to eat? I need to keep that one going too. What's your favorite food? And if all else fails, I'll know how to feed you. This is a time for listening as well as for speaking, for understanding as well as for asking to be understood. There is too much to be learned, and you will learn it if you remain open and objective, weighing options and considering all sides. Your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for the balanced exchange of ideas and actions. Hold on a second. My kids, something's going on. My spirit interrupted me. Okay, it's like, I heard someone in the shower. I'm like, is he doing what the fuck I told him to do? Sure enough, they're all doing what they're supposed to. Sometimes, dude, in the morning, that's what I gotta do. They're kids. Are you staring at the phone? Did you brush your fucking teeth? Did you fucking... That's it. I gotta stare. I gotta be focused when there's shit to be done. They need constant redirection. Not really. They're not that kind of kids, but they'll fuck off. My son's over here trying to download some new game. And my daughter, she'll fuck around and hold up the bathroom just to, dance in there. And he's like, well, I couldn't get in the bathroom because she was in there. Quit playing around. So anyways, that's it. I just had to make sure that we were on track because I'm over here doing different stuff. I am a mom. Okay, anyways, the best kind of relationship is one which there is on 144, is mutual benefit and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all. Some of you aren't. We talked about your lack of authority in your relationships and in your household. Really? Prosperity message. Now is a time for even exchange. Justice will prevail, and you will be treated accordingly. Ooh. For some of you, that could be a scary threat. You will be treated accordingly. And you will be able to negotiate, what is this? In all your affairs, able to negotiate fair settlements. Just settle this. You got built up. If you want to talk, is there something you need to say to get? You need closure? Go ahead, so we can close this. Mutual gain is a gift you and your partner partner and colleagues. This is also a good time to square your finances and take stock of how you're compensated for your work. This card signifies balance, justice, and negotiation. So remember that all things must be fairly I'm getting a download. Okay, fairly I can't say it. I'm just seeing last night's videos, which was about the money. Okay. Remember that all things must be fairly whatever. Keep this in your mouth and your truth, so it will be. So we were talking about finances. That's why I'm like, I can't see past it. It's a test. Why? All of these things are testing. So they can see what areas you suck in your life and put on next year's calendar. Yeah? You're creating your future. They can see, based on your growth, what areas do they still need to work on. So they put all these challenges. They test you. We're going to take a test. That's why my daughter's out of school, because they're testing the seniors and the juniors. And my son is stuck doing CMAS tests. I always fucking pull him out. I didn't pull him out this year. I don't make my kids do those stupid tests. Why? Because they're just trying to categorize the children. It has nothing to do with the child. Those tests mean nothing. Really? They don't mean shit. They don't. They go in a fucking file. That's not important. So usually, typically on this week, I send my kids out and they just sit around in study halls watching movies and shit all week. But yeah, that's what it is. They're testing your strengths and your weaknesses, and especially around finances. Okay, can I say that word now? Recompensend? Okay. Protection message. Injustice and inequality are part of life, but they do not have to define your experience. This is a time when you may observe an injustice righted and fairly redressed. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone, or are called to answer for a personal slight. I mean, I guess. That's what happened with Diana, bro. I just witnessed it, but because I said something, bro, it turned into a big old thing. Hey, and they threw out the other people moved out too. Really? Yeah, the other handicapped family. We were talking about them, how terrible they were. Yep, they moved them out too. Good times. These full moons, dude, I can get rid of the energy, but they just bring in more. Let's see. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone else, or are called to answer for a personal plight or slight. You will be amazed by the sense of power that surges through you when you stand up for yourself and others. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. That's what I was telling her. She was listening to my video last night, and I was telling her about, meeting the new owners and bringing all this shit. I was like, I don't need nothing. But again, and that's what I got in their face about, it's like, I'm not fighting for what I need. My needs are met. I'm fighting for all the people that you didn't give a chance to, and all the people that are going to walk in the doors in the future that you won't give a chance to. Simple shit like rating the fucking donations. You know what I mean? All of that shit. How many of these fucking employees get, Salvation Army puts trees under these employees fucking, puts presents under these employees' trees? How many of these employees are taking home fucking Salvation Army fucking, distributions that should have been going to the families? That's not cool. And that's why I said I'm going to go in and talk about all of it. Here's the letter. They sent another one. I got one right away. Here it says, as part of this transition, we would like to hear from you and your experience at your building. Your feedback is important and will help shape how the shelter operates moving forward. The city and the company will host a blank listening session for guests and sharing what works well and what could be improved. All right, the listening session will be held in the coming weeks over the dinner hour. Please watch for the date to be announced. What is it? Thirsty Thursday, November 6th, between 5 and 6 in the main ballroom. How many of these non-English speaking people are going to attend this and tell them their concerns and their grievances and complaints? How many of any of these people in this building are going to take this opportunity to go and snitch some shit? How many? And that's what it is. Change is upon us. For all of you that have been abused, you've had plenty of time to change your ways. For all of you that have been abusing this job, down to the psycho that we had to get rid of that was trying to fuck the girls here. You know what I mean? That's another thing too. It's like, yeah, I have so much raw evidence on my fucking channel of what this place is. Really? Yeah? God made me the whistleblower. Blow the whistle. I'll see you on the 6th. And that's it. I'm not going to be here forever. I'm going to influence change forever. I won't be here for this. I want this to be better for those that come after me. That have a better chance. That have a safer place. That have fucking air conditioning. Sorry, they need to come up and fix that. Why? Because it's going to be hot today and I'm already heated. Anyways, choose your cause and commit to it, because you can make a difference. One thing is for certain. If fairness is your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good and of all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. And that's it. I'm not trying to fight for something that I feel is owed to me. Like you slighted me. No, I see what you guys are doing to these people, bro. You're slighting these people big time. And that goes back to the case manager. She's sweet as fuck, but doesn't she have a job? Like, isn't your job to help me in some kind of way? What happens with your case manager? Nothing. I walk in, she takes her headphones off from watching her video and just asks me how it's going. And that's it. She's never given me a resource. Nothing. Nothing. I just go in once a week and tell her what I've done for a week. Okay, well, keep it up. That's what they pay you to do? Like, aren't you, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what her job is. And that's just me. She's never done anything with me. And when I asked her for approval for a part for my car, which people around here get approval for everything, they get their fucking phone bills paid, they get fucking new glasses, anything they need. I've never gone to these people for shit, except for that, because it took 6 weeks to get the part. The first time I asked them for money for, to help me for a barrier, it took over 6 weeks to get it. It was hell. I'm not asking you for help. I could get a job in that time. Help myself. Jesus Christ. But that's just it. There's a lot of weird shit about this shit, the way this shit runs. And it's like nobody else will say anything. I send her in. Send loudmouth. And it's not that. It's not like I'm trying to inspire change. But in order to change it, we have to destroy it. You got to get rid of all this shit, bro. You got to get rid of these people. You keep these people, these gossiping girls, those 4 that were on last night, you keep those girls together, the mean girls, and you're never going to have a happy place here. Those girls get together behind that fucking counter and talk shit about every client that's in here. They're looking for the freebies that come through the door, and they're on their fucking social media. Why did you hire little girls like this? Uncaring, unkind, unrespectful fucking people to run a shelter. You need to replace them. Right? And what about these men that are far too close to the women fucking, the women tenants? That they're on a friendly basis, like, all of that. What about all of that? What about all the drinking that goes on in the parking lots? They're not allowed to drink, Dude, yesterday, on God, bro, I couldn't believe it. I laughed my ass off. So we have to go through metal detectors to come in. Empty your pockets, go through the metal detector. This guy in front of me, he pulled out his metal weed pipe and put it on the, put it on the thing to be scanned and walk through. There's a huge sign right there of all the things you're not supposed to be bringing in, and that's all he put out, and none of the security said shit. They just pushed the bucket, and that was it. Don't get me wrong, I smoke, but I don't bring the shit in, because there's a big-ass sign that says don't bring that shit in here, right? It also says no doing, doing all this stuff, but yeah, it's just, it's a turn your head kind of, oh, well, it's somebody else's job. That's where we got this notice about the water. I went off on them. I was like, you're supposed to notify us. So then they sent a notice for today. It's like, you're supposed to notify us. This is not how it's done. You don't just turn off the water. You don't know how to handle, And that's it too. Like on Monday, I went and talked to the director, and I was like, how's the hot water looking? She's like, I was unaware that we didn't have hot water. I was like, it hasn't been hot all weekend. She's like, I'll get on that. So the next thing I know, we had hot water, but then look at us today. I'm about to turn the fucking water off again. Anyways, I'm going to move on with this. I got to get the kid to school, and luckily after this, I won't have to do a reading. Typically, I have to do a reading. But we got the energy, and it's not the best. To be fair, is balanced. That's the balance, right? There's the scales. The same scales that was on Moloch, all of it. Libra and the scales, bro. It's all about balancing it, the balancing act. Let's talk about this one more time. Your old situations, your old way of life needs to die. It's going to stress you out, but it's part of it. The grieving process is part of it. You've got to let go of you to let you live. It hurts. But you'll be okay. And as long as you keep telling yourself that, it will be okay. You need to learn to talk over your thoughts. Your mind is sending out fucking chaos to the universe, and you need to stop it. Say, no, I didn't mean to. No, what I meant, what I really, correct your thoughts with your words. So that you can stop calling in bullshit, bro. Just because you're thinking about bullshit. You haven't learned how to fine-tune your thoughts. And that's okay, we can work through them. But it's like every thought, it's like, is that worth thinking about? Because it's going to create. It's going to manifest even if it's only in your mind, it's going to start making you feel bad. Thinking about the past is usually going to make you feel bad. Why? Because you don't have it anymore. As I told Diana, you know what I mean? It's like, there's a lot of times I wish I didn't wake up because all I have to do is deal with is the past. I was like, it's terrible, Diana. It really is to see what has been done to me. But I'm addicted to the gold that comes after because I get to see me go through something that I've never seen anyone go through. And I get to see how strong I was. Yeah, it hurts to see somebody do something like that to me. But I can stand here at 42 years old and say I made it through that. How strong I was. How strong I was to make it through. And I can look at whatever that was and see how that's playing out here, and I can have more understanding about my weird behaviors and work on that. I do this because of that. And that's what happened yesterday. Did you hear it? It took 2 videos. I kept saying I was terrified about being locked up in a house with kids. And then it came out in my video yesterday. That's what happened at 15 years old. I had tons of money in the house and the kids, and I was just abandoned there. Money doesn't bring happiness, and that's what I don't want. You're not just going to abandon me in a house. And you know what I mean? You're my only form of connection, and I'm just sitting around waiting to make a connection with you. You know what I mean? And you do this to your women all the time. It's like, I don't mind being this, but I don't want this to be, my prison. My home shouldn't be my prison. It should be my happiness. And if there's nothing there but my work, if I just go home and it's all about work, then why do I want, where is my happiness if that's what that is? I come home and all I have to do is work. There's nothing here but work for me. There's no joy, there's no love, there's no connection. I just have to work when I get home. That's a fucking prison, and I'm not even getting paid for this. And that's what I mean, is like, I don't want that, and it can become that. So, from the past, old thoughts, old ways of belief, letting them die and dealing with the grief of it. And that's what it is. Why did, I look at him, I'm like, you were very selfish, bro. But in essence, he thought, we had plenty of money. Why were you leaving me to go make more? It's like I should have just stayed around with her. I should have just gave her my time. I should have just loved her. All she wanted was my time. Everybody looks back and they're like, damn, I should have just gave her my time. She didn't want shit from me but some time. And that's where it looks at. It's like you can't even offer me what you truly have. Time. It's the only thing you have, and it's limited, and you're giving it to everybody, but the people that love you and yourself. It's like you give your job fucking 55 hours a week, but you only give your kids fucking 6 hours a weekend. Which one's more, and you wonder why, you have a good title at work, but your kids hate you. You have a good work family. You have great friends at work. Everybody knows you, but your kids, you go home and your kids don't. There's a lot to be said here. Hey, let it go. Let it go and let it balance itself out. And towers are coming. They're going to push it so that you can't let it go. They have to pull the tooth. They have to wiggle the tooth so you can pull it out. Otherwise, you could just sit there with a painful tooth. It's going to be painful. It's like ripping out teeth. And yeah, it's, you know what I mean? You're not going to have that pretty smile when this is done. You're not going to be smiling so big when this is done. You're not going to want people to look you in your eyes and in your mouth after this is done. That's a real transformation. Get ready for it. I'm ready. Are you ready? Put on the deodorant. Let's get ready. What do we got to do? What do we got to destroy? Who's going to try to fuck up my life today? What kind of shit do I got to face? I'm ready. I trained for this shit all week. Really? Yeah, detachment, bro. Let it go. And that's what that video was. It's like they're astonished by how you keep losing things and just regenerating. Well, duh. I needed to shed this skin, bro. I can't be something great and new with this old shit in my shit. It's baggage. Let me check your baggage, please. Bend over and cough. Love yous. Laters. Bye-bye. Hey, I love you.